And first is Tim Kelly. And Trey, you're next, so if you just want to speak after him, that's fine.
Thanks for this time, Mr. Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, and staff. This has been a long time in waiting. I'm really enthusiastic. I hope I can convey the enthusiasm to you. Some of you may have heard about this in the past through the staff or what have you, but I'm here to present to you a really unique idea for the city of Cedar Park. It's actually unique to the southern states of the United States. There's one place up north, but we won't talk about them right now. What we want to do is we want you to really consider this concept that I've had in the back of my mind since around 2014, and that is a tribute festival. And it's termed Cedar Stock. It is a tribute band festival that will put Cedar Park on the map. It's not cover bands, just to let you know. There's a drastic difference between cover bands and tribute bands. The tribute bands basically sound just like the original. In some cases, they actually look like them too. I can tell you right now that if this is conducted in Cedar Park, it will put us on the map before C3 or Live Nation or any of those guys take it up and bring it down to Austin. This is something that Austin no doubt would love to get, and hopefully they're not watching that thing. I don't want them to pay attention to this. Real quick, what is it? It's an annual tribute band festival located here in Cedar Park. It's family friendly for sure, and it'll make Cedar Park a destination. It's going to have two stages. The main stage will be the tribute band stages. They'll conduct from 12 in the afternoon until 10 p.m. at night, and the second stage will be hopefully the amphitheater at Veterans Park, and that'll be where kids will conduct the events that are conducive to them. I have someone in mind that'll run that, but he will work closely with me. Again, this is only going to bring in the most authentic tribute bands, whether it be a Tom Petty tribute band, whether it be a Fleetwood Mac tribute band, AC/DC, or whatever. We're only going to get the best down here. One-day event in the first year, expanding to 2 to 3 days over the follow-on years. We are expecting a minimum of 2,000 to 4,000 fans to come to Cedar Park. 1,500 or so will be organic. The remainder will be from outside of Cedar Park. Killeen, Waco, Dallas-Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston. We're proposing the location is at Veterans Memorial Park. It'll be on Armed Services Day, the 19th of May, which is great. I'm a veteran. It'll be at Veterans Park. It'll recognize the Armed Services member, and we're actually going to contribute to a few unique nonprofits. Again, the main stage will have the tribute bands, and the second stage will have local artists, kids bands, high school choirs, theater, and other heritage type of venues. These are a few of the bands that we'll have conducting at the time. I don't want to go over them right now. We are going to target Houston, San Antonio, Killeen, Dallas, Fort Worth by radio and print and social media in the greater Austin area. Now, all I can tell you is the bands that I have lined up. These are amazing bands that if I were to play them to you right now and had you close your eyes, the chances are you're probably not going to be able to tell me that they are a tribute band or if they are the original. The only way you'd know is by looking up, okay? We're talking some really great bands. This, I know, is going to work in Cedar Park. And I want it to be in Cedar Park now and in the foreseeable future because I know that it's going to put Cedar Park on the map. The revenue that we're going to acquire, especially at about year 2 when we go to a 1.5 to 2 day event. I've already done polling throughout Texas. In particular, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, and just to skew my poll against me, I did it in Oklahoma City and I did it in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Over 52% of the people that responded to the poll said that they would travel more than 200 miles to come to see something like this. And at this point, I believe I'm over. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right, let me pass this on to Trey, and he'll pick it up for me.
Perfect.
Thank you for the time.
Thanks.
Sorry I didn't wear the tie.
No,
I thought.
No, that's fine.
We originally had scheduled this event for April, but we met with the tourism board, and they advised us that the most rooms available in this city are in May and June. And if we could help the local hoteliers out, they would be willing to partner with us. So we scrambled our plans and redid everything, quotes, logistics, everything, to hold this event between mid-May and June. We want to put heads on beds. So if we can fill 150 of those rooms out of the 250 that are available, That's a good start for the first year. That's our goal. We want to bring people from out of town. We want to meet them in our restaurants, buying gas here, shopping in our retail. It's a one-day event from noon to 10. The people are coming from Dallas and Houston. They're going to come in Friday night. They're going to spend the night. They're going to eat dinner. They're going to join us on the next day for the event, which is where the hot funds come in. We are looking for city sponsorship, but more importantly, we want to make this a very reasonable, we'd love to make it a free event, but the costs to put on this event exceed $200,000. So we need this event to move forward with city staff so that we can go look for sponsors, because without a city permit, and a special use permits, and an effective venue and date, then as you know, HEB, Budweiser, whoever you want to talk about, they're not going to give us money. We are going to, 12 and under kids in active military are free to this event. We are going to donate a portion of the proceeds to the Wounded Warrior Project, Heroes Night Out, which is local, and the LHS Choir and Theater. Next year it'll be a different high school. We have presented we spent a 15-minute presentation with the Cedar Park Pace Commission. They spent another 30 minutes plus asking us questions. They asked us a lot of really intelligent questions, which we addressed all their questions and what they would require for them to sign off on this. We met with Lieutenant Kraft from the Cedar Park Fire Department. He has approved our emergency action plan based on the emergency plan from 2012, sections 401 through 404. That deals with everything from fire to homeland security to, God forbid, crazy terrorists or whatever. Our action plan is in place. We met with Cedar Park Tourism. They love the idea. The police department, what they requested, we're actually going to double the number of officers that they're requesting. The building department is fine with our generator locations, our stage, all that. We are going to provide an engineering report on that stage, which is not required by the city of Cedar Park. It is required in Austin, but not here. We're going to provide that anyway. That means a certified engineer will sign off on the report saying that this stage is safe as the way it is designed and built. The only thing we're waiting on is the Cedar Park Parks Department special use because of it's at Veterans Memorial. This event will not cause us to close the dog park or even a pool. So what we're asking for is the city council and the mayor to recommend the city manager put together all the department heads and sit around one table, which is what the Parks Department is asking for.
Dave, I got to ask you to bring it to a close. I've got 22 more cards. So.
Okay, so this is the last slide. Okay. So we're just asking for the city council and the mayor to consider asking Brenda to get this pushed through so the city staff can give us whatever questions or concerns they have, and we get this back on the agenda at the next council meeting, February 8th.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Very exciting.
Yep.
Thank you.
Get to your website now.
Mr. Hoffman?